Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. In today's video, we're going to talk about something that's really important since the changes that they have brought to the game. And what I'm talking about is the new wish list for the special summon and also the short shop, right? Those are a couple of things that have changed in the last week, right? A week ago when Caliber and Arthur dropped. And these are extremely important to choose the right things for your natural progression of the account. May you be early game, may you be mid game, may you be end game. I'm going to tell you which are the ones that I believe to be like the top priorities for the sake of the wish list. And then I'm also going to tell you, what you should be looking at in the short shop, because some things have changed and some things you should really be looking out for. As again, it's game changing, right? The changes they've done for this are actually massive. Now, before I jump into the video, I do want to mention there's a link in the description and pinned comment of this video that you can use to support me as a content creator if you wish to do so. It costs you nothing, helps me a ton. Pretty much every time you decide to spend on the game, which I never tell people to spend, I'm fully free to play myself. But every time you spend, I get like 3 or 4% out of whatever you spend. That's kind of like Netmarble's content creator program. Then at the same time, they do give us missions to do that gives us coupons to give to you supporters. So this week we should be getting, hopefully by tomorrow, or if not maybe Monday the latest, you should be getting a coupon that gives us special summons, as we're talking about this, and some more stamina. Plus there's at least 2 coupons that I have every month, so make sure you support me and grab your coupons. But let's look at that list, right? Let's look at the new thing. So if we look over here, it pretty much tells us the new way the special summon looks. It says for the legendary, guaranteed summon after summoning X amount of summon. So for example, after I do 59 summons, I'm going to be guaranteed a legendary, and that legendary should be one of these ones. Now, normally when you do special summons, you can get from uncommon up until legendary heroes, and then obviously you have a chance to get it straight up, but you can do 10 times summons every time, which most people should do, right? Especially if you're still progressing through the game, even if you're not, right? Single pulls don't make sense because when you do a 10 pull, it guarantees you to get a rare or higher. If you do them singles, yeah, you might still get one with luck, but if you do only single pulls, you might not get, you might do 10, 15, 20, and you might not get a rare at all. So keep that in mind. If you ever want to see the rates, right, of what you can get, it kind of shows you over here, right? So for example, when we put a legendary in the wish list, I honestly have not tested it exactly, but it kind of shows you over here straight up, pretty obvious. When you get a legendary, one of the 4 that you put on the wish list is gonna come up. The other ones you see have a 0% chance. That's massive. That's huge. That allows us to be like, okay, these are the 4 legendaries that I want to choose to have a chance to get. And once that one reaches the chivalry that you want, like I don't know, chivalry 4, 3, 5, 8, you can just go over there, swap them out and bring somebody else in. Obviously, you might get to the point where you're gonna have the ones that you care about maxed, and then you might just have to put some more, not so good ones in there. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be a 25% chance that you're gonna be getting the one that you want. As opposed to before, it used to be like maybe a 10% chance or like 5%, because there are a lot more legendaries. And obviously, as the game releases more, it's gonna be, it would have been a lot harder to get the legendary that you wanted. So this was like really painful for me because before the update happened, I pulled 630 special summons and didn't even get 1 copy of Nika. Whereas with this one, I would have maybe had a better chance. So let's look at this. Who would we want to choose? Now, do keep in mind, I'm recording this video in like May 2025. If you watch this a lot later, there might be some newer legendaries released that might be worth putting on the list. So I guess just keep an eye out on my channel, look at my other videos and check my reactions, because I do a reaction or a full breakdown of the kit of every single legendary released, and that might give an idea if they're worth to go in there or not. But if we think about which are the best ones in the game, from my point of view, would be still, I would say still, Morgan #1, right? Morgan should still make the list because Morgan is still amazing. Her passives are insane. Her defense decrease removes buffs, pushes back attack gauge on this second skill. Then we get to Chivalry 3. This one can land on every single hit that you do instead of just the first hit. So Morgan is still amazing, and especially because Chivalries for Morgan give you more attack speed, and that's really important. You want your debuffers or people like her to go as fast as possible because they're going to be the one that also control attack gauge, right? From the passive and also from the flame relic, she can push back attack gauge. Attack gauge is still kind of king in this game. unless you know you have some like really tanky meta teams for Arena, but that's a different story. So number one that should make the wish list up until you get her Chivalry 9, that's from my point of view, up until you get her Chivalry 9 should be Morgan, right? Number two, Nika. Nika is so busted at Chivalry 8 that it's just pretty much account changing. If you get a Nika to be Chivalry 8, you're going to be using her in every single one of your teams in any area of the game. Maybe we talk PvE, maybe we talk Arena, Guild Wars, Dungeons, Hall of Conquer, doesn't matter. If she can go there, right, because obviously favor Dungeons, she cannot go unless it's the Serpent's favor, but if she can go in the team, Nika should be in your team, honestly, because she's so good, she's so good. She brings massive heals, she brings attack increase, then for Serpent's favor, she brings hit accuracy and more attack increase, but the number one thing that she brings, let me see, does it appear over here? If it doesn't, I'm just gonna go over to the hero to show you what I mean. Number one thing that she brings at Chivalry 8, which makes her busted, game changing, best in the game honestly when it comes to the Chivalry, is the fact that she gives natural vigor recharge. So let's look what I mean. Chivalry 8, it's called Let's Dance. Additional skill effect for Spirit Art Blessing. Oh yeah, it actually says here. Yeah, there we go. So at the start of the battle, 100% independent chance to heal each ally, which only happens if there's like different waves, right? And you lost some HP on the waves before. But then chance to get hit accuracy, crit rate resist, and then this one, the one at the end. 100% independent chance to grant Spirit Parade, Natural Vigor Charge +1, that's huge, to each ally except yourself for the rest of the battle. You heard that right, for the rest of the battle. All the battle, you're going to be having this, which means every time one of your heroes takes a turn, you charge 2 Vigor, not just 1. Then if you have a Vigor set, you charge 3 Vigor. That's huge, because if you think about the skills that people that you want to use in the game, most of the time their best skills are going to be their third skill, they're going to be their second skill, which obviously use a lot more Vigor. Well, if you have her in the team, you're going to be charging so much more Vigor from that one, right? Just from her Chivalry 8. Plus, if you have some other people like herself and somebody else in Vigor, you're always going to have enough Vigor to do your third skill, your second skill with every single hero in your team. Like, ever since I added her to my team, I'm not going to lie, I've not had an instance where I went into a fight and then I was like, you know what, I don't have enough Vigor, would I do this, would I bring in Vigor? No, she's just insane with that. So that's why Nika is going to be the second one that you're going to add in the team. Then if we go and look at the next ones, well, the next ones, it's going to be a little bit, you know, depending on where you are at in the game, what you care about and whatnot. So the next one, though, that I would suggest would be somebody like an Iwerit, right? Or, you know what, no, next one, third should be Iwerit. The reason for that is, your top two priorities are already Morgan and Nika, right? They're both Serpent. They do well together as a Serpent team. And Nika also boosts Serpent heroes a lot more. Like I showed you, gives more attack speed. So because of that reason, Iwerit should be your number one damage dealer. So because of that reason, just put Iwerit in the team and she's just going to shine a lot more in a team with somebody like a Nika. So that should be your third choice. Then the fourth one, I would say the fourth choice should be Ain, right? Or Anya. That's how you would read her. The reason for that is Anya at Chivalry 4 has something amazing, which says that every time she counterattacks, she uses this skill. And she's kind of meta for most arena teams. She's really insanely good as a damage dealer in every PvE. She's kind of the key at getting Hell campaign completely beat, right? Just having her at least Chivalry 4. Honestly, I would keep her in there up until you get her Chivalry 10 because she's so good. She does so much damage, even though she's more of a quirky counterattack one. But she should definitely be on that list, right? So from my point of view, the top 4 should be like this, right? Nika, Morgan, Iwerit, and Anya. Now, after you start getting some of those, obviously you might be changing things. You might be thinking like, okay, who else is going to boost my account? Who else is going to be really good? Well, there are going to be options depending on what areas of the game you care. One that comes into mind is somebody like a Ceres, right? Ceres can be really good, especially for Arena. She can be really good for Clan Wars, and she's also really good for Hall of Conquerors. She brings a really quirky kit, and again, she's Serpent. She boosts other Serpent heroes, so she would definitely make the list after you start pulling some people out. The next one that could be a really, really good addition would be somebody like a Gillian, right? I still like Gillian. I still think she's amazing. And I feel like Gillian's value has surged ever since they nerfed Sergius's Flame Relic, which doesn't have a 100% chance to push attack gauge, doesn't push 60% attack gauge anymore. So Gillian becomes so much more powerful, especially at Chivalry 3, when she can give so much more attack gauge, right? At Chivalry 3, this effect happens twice, which means you have a 70% chance to give 4 people 30% attack gauge, which is massive, right? You're gonna move so much more. Then another one that could be worth putting on the list, but that's just to get one copy from my point of view, would be somebody like a Guinevere. If you're still in the early game and you're trying to beat the Master of Apocalypse, right? That big serpent that devours all your team, having Guinevere in there, just, you know, to with her passive to give you the immunity, which is pretty much this one, right? Romantic Reversal. Just try to throw a few skill ups to give her more. I think it's Chivalry 1 that gives her 50 tons, but this one pretty much gives all your other team the abnormal status immunity and you can survive. So she could be good for that reason. And then I guess some other options that could be interesting would be Lot and Lancelot. They have some quirky uses that can be good for clan raids, that can be good for other areas of the game like Forbidden Dungeon. So those would be the ones that you want to go afterwards. And then obviously after you get your main damage dealer, Iwer at max, you obviously can go with Bedivere, he's amazing. Then Gawain could be an option, Clarison, right? Just go from there. But top 4 from my point of view are going to be Nika, Morgan, Anya, and Iweret, right? Definitely keep that in mind. Now let's quickly go over the shard shop as well, because I really want to talk about this as they've done a massive change. Now, first of all, I'm not sure, I haven't seen it. Maybe somebody knows, maybe it appears if I click over here, right? I guess let's have a look, let's see what it shows us. Maybe it does show us over here. So shard shop stock list, weekly hero sales. So for the weekly heroes, appears to be Gillian, Sigrun, Merlin, Gawain, Lancelot, right? Those are the legendaries. And then if you scroll down, weekly hero sale again, it's more Lot, Clarison, Iwer, and Nika. Then if you scroll down, it's, so I think pretty much they rotate and you can have all of them, right? You can have pretty much all of them, which makes it so much better. Again, the principle of who would you buy from there is the same as the list from the wish list. You just choose the ones that you need just to progress your account. So I guess we can see this over here, but this is so much better, right? This is so much better than just having 1 legendaries and 4 rares because nobody cares about them. If you have enough currency, you're just gonna be like, okay, who do I buy? Let me get this, let me get that one. But then the number one thing that you should be buying every single day, you should be coming to the shard shop every single day from my point of view and just buy, I already bought it today, you see over here, rate up summon ticket. This costs 150 of the hero shards. It's always gonna be the first thing. You should buy that every single day because this pretty much guarantees you 30 rate up summons every single month, right? As long as you have that currency, go ahead and do that. And then same thing obviously with the relics, just look at which are going to be the best relics. Maybe I should try and see if they have the same thing with the relics, and if they do, maybe I go over and make an updated list of what's like the best 5 to 10 relics to buy from here, because again, it kind of seems like I think they added all the relics over here. I think I just have to scroll to get to the relic. Yep, so let's see. Relic sale. I think there's I think there might be all of them. Yep, it kind of looks like they're all of them, right? Again, just different rotations. It's just gonna you know, have a chance to get them in there, and they're game changing. Some of these are just game changing, so definitely keep an eye out on this, right? You might be getting Storm Morgan, you might be getting your Flame Anya, stuff like that. But we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, if you did enjoy this video and if you did enjoy my content, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel to see when I upload next. Again, don't forget to support me as a content creator using the link in the description or pinned comment of this video. Also, if you're already supporting, you need to extend it because on the 8th it reset, right? So they kind of do it like every 2 months. They reset the supporter page and they ask people to just go ahead and support again. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked, and you may prove worthy of your legacy.